Hey everyone, I'm Lauren from My Something Beautiful Life. So I just wanted to go over some of the planners that I started using at the beginning of the year and talk a little bit about what I'm still using and what I'm not using and why things didn't work and, you know, the ever-evolving drama of planners, I guess. Especially with me, I feel like I'm always switching up my planners. So just wanted to give you an update. Things have changed a lot and I'm actually really happy with where I'm at right now. I struggled quite a bit at the beginning of the year, as per usual. I mean, that's not something new for me at all. But I finally feel like I've gotten into a good groove and I really like where I'm at. And so we're going to talk all about that. Okay, so the first two planners I want to mention for sure are my Erin Condren Daily Duo, which still has its Valentine's Day cover on it because I haven't been bothered to change it yet, even though it's the end of March. And my Happy Planner, which is a dashboard layout. And I think this was called Apricot and Sage, something like that. Something about apricot. I remember the apricot. Okay, so first with the Daily Duo, I use this all the time, almost daily. This has actually been like my go-to regular planner lately, and it's working really well for me. I keep it super simple. I mean, if anything, I might highlight a little bit, but I'm really not using stickers, and I basically just put in a to-do list of whatever I want to get done that day. And if things don't get done, then I migrate them over. So, I mean, that's basically it. Sometimes I will use this for extra to-do list space if I want to like categorize things out. So things I want to do at home, things I want to do at work, different, whatever. So I don't always use this as a schedule, but every once in a while I will put something on it. I mean, my schedule in general is not very appointment-based heavy. I work mostly off of to-do lists, and so that's basically what I use it for. And then I do have my monthly calendar filled out. I really like to color code my monthly calendar. It just helps me keep track of things better. I think what it is that everything that's written here needs to be highlighted in order for it to stand out for me. And so this is just working really well for me, and I love that. I have my little mini snap-in bookmark, which are my favorite. That helps me find the right page. So that's pretty much it. There are like note pages each week, and so I use those for random to-do lists or brain dumps, things like that. But that's about it. I mean, this is pretty functional and I like it that way. There's not a lot of pressure for me to feel like I have to make it look pretty. I really just need to get things out of my head. And so this is working so good for me and I love it for that. Now, the Happy Planner, I haven't used it recently at all. I think I used it a few weeks in January, and like I think I set up my February monthly calendar in it, and that was basically it. Like, I have a bookmark in there, but I really haven't filled out any more pages. So I don't really know what it was. I just could not get into using it. I think it might be the discs. That's my main thought. It was just one of those things where I didn't want to reach for it. I love the design. I think it's really pretty, and I love the layout. Like, the layout is so functional for me. Like I said, I like to work in to-do lists, and so I loved this page over here. But for whatever reason, like, I just wasn't reaching for this, and I just wanted my Daily Duo back. So I'm using the Daily Duo. Occasionally, I do need a weekly planner, and I will show you what I'm doing for that in a minute. But this one is kind of like just not working right now. Not to say that it won't later in the year, but for right now, I just kind of set it aside and I'm not even going to worry about it. Basically, I've just released the pressure from myself from feeling like this was a planner I needed to fill out. And if I want it, it's there, but if not, then that's okay too. So that one's going off to the side, and then we'll just put this one over here so I can talk to you about these other ones. These are two other planners that I'm using quite a bit and have been working really well. The first one is my monthly planner from Erin Condren. This is my content planner. So this is where I do everything for my blog, for YouTube, all of the random website projects I've been working on this year, which is why I haven't done as many videos, because I'm trying to, I'm just doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and it's just taking up all my mental energy in that area. So hopefully that will change soon. I think I'm getting close to the end of it. Anyway, this planner is working really well for me. I love it. I love this coil so much. It just makes me so happy. And the cover, like, I haven't even changed this cover all year. This is the one I actually bought it with which I always change the cover. I'm used to changing them monthly, but I almost never leave the cover on it that I purchased with it. But I just love this cover so much, and I think it looks so pretty with the coil that I've just left it there. So yeah, this is my blog planner, content planner, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I call it all sorts of things. So that one is working really well and I love it. And then this one is my Happy Planner budget planner. Again, this is working pretty well for me. I tend to not do great with pre-done budget layouts, but I think I've actually done pretty well in this one. I just did a whole video showing how I have this set up and how I'm changing it to fit my needs. I've relabeled some sections and things like that. So if you want to see that, I will link to that video below and probably up here in the cards if you want to see it. But yes, this is my budget planner and I think it's going pretty well. And then the next one that I've had from the beginning of the year is my MäksēLife planner. Now this is not actually the MäksēLife planner I'm using, but the one that I am using I can't show you right now. And so this is the flagship that I purchased at the end of last year, just as a demonstration for my MäksēLife goal setting planner. So the one that I actually have is the monthly planner. So it has all of the goal setting pages in it, which I can actually show you that. So you have the monthly calendar in it, you have the monthly goal setting pages, and then you have the weekly pages. And instead of having a weekly layout, it just does all of the weekly pages, one right after the other. And then after that, there are a few notes pages. So that is what I have been using for my goals. Now, I haven't been using it the way I thought I would. I thought that the note pages would be really helpful for breaking down goals. And to be honest, they probably would if I was using them. But I found that I just mostly am doing my weekly actions, my monthly goals, things like that. I haven't even been doing my reflections, which I would really like to get better at, but as it is right now, I just haven't been doing it. But I do really love my MäksēLife planner and I love their system. If you're looking for a good goal planner, this is definitely the one I recommend. So that is another planner that I'm still using and is working really well for me. Honestly, I think the only one that I'm not using is the Happy Planner Weekly. I think most of the other ones that I was using before, I still am using. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so this one is from your Bujo. And what it is it's a decorated. That was really lucky opening it to a page that didn't have writing on it, because I'm using this kind of as a journal. All of the pages are pre-decorated with little doodles, just like a bullet journal would be for somebody who would draw it out and decorate their pages. I mean, I know that's not the only way to do a bullet journal, but for those that like the artsy decorated bullet journal pages, this one is like a done for you option and it's so cute. I really love this. The paper is amazing. Like the quality of the whole book is really nice, and I have been using this kind of as like a positive thoughts journal. Sometimes I'll put in quotes, sometimes I put in good memories from the day, but basically I'm trying to use this as like an overview of my year. I will say I am not perfect at it. I definitely have missed days, but I'm trying really hard to get more consistent with that. And I think I'm going to actually go back and fill in some of the days that I didn't put anything in there with just quotes that I love or something like that. Just other things that make me happy, maybe even some stickers or something like that. I really love this planner. I think it's been so fun to use, so definitely still using this one. And then I also have my home planner from Passionate Penny Pincher. This is my alternative to a weekly planner when I need it. But this is not something I'm using very consistently right now, but I have definitely been getting better at it. I think one thing that helped was using it as a weekly planner. So if a time comes when I do want a weekly overview, I can just fill out these pages with what I want to get done that day or things that are going on. And it does help give me like that overall view of my week that I sometimes need. And my only reason for not using this more is that I am still trying to get into a good groove with a cleaning system. Even having it written out for me doesn't always mean that I'm actually going to do it, but I love that it's here. I actually went through and set up a lot of my zone cleaning lists on these pages. And if you want to see everything that I've done to this planner, because I've definitely customized this planner, So if you want to see that, again, I have a video for that too. I have a video for almost all of these planners individually, I think. So I will just link them all in the description. So anything that you want to find out more about a specific planner, you can find that down there. And yeah, there will be tons of other videos. I don't know if any of these, maybe the monthly. I don't think I did a full video on the monthly, at least not yet. Anyway, I have customized this a lot. I've added a lot of other pages to the back of it and things like that. So I do like this. I just need to actually follow through, I think. I just feel like life is a little chaotic right now, and so I'm just trying to focus on too many things at once. So this has just been something that I haven't been focusing on fully right now, but it's definitely one of my goals for the year. And I'm really excited about it. I still love this planner. Like when I was going through and setting up all of those pages in the front, it just gives me so much hope that it is possible to get into a good routine. Anyway, I love this planner. It's still here. I'm still using it. So I think those are most of the ones that I talked about before already, but I have a couple more that I want to show you. This one, I actually have mentioned this one before too. This is my garden planner. And so because we're in that season of gardening, I actually have been using this quite a bit more recently. This is a very ongoing planner for me. So I mean, you can see this is an old dated monthly planner. And so what I do is just every year I have notes about what's going on for that month. So here's my notes from March of 2022. And then I don't think I've done my March notes yet. I know I did notes in here. Okay, here we go. Here's some from 2024. I thought I had more than this. I think I may have written it down like in my phone or something. I do have things to put in there. So I will do, oh, there we go. I started the page. I just haven't put it in yet. So yeah, you can see my little note. Things added in this planner for reference and not for actually planning. But I just take notes about my garden and what things are sprouting when I plant things, all of that, and then I can go back and reference it later. Basically, I'm trying to learn more about gardening, and so I feel like the best way to do that is to keep records of what happens. So that is, in a nutshell, what this planner is meant for. And then the last planner that I have to show you is my new Moterm. I just filmed a video flipping through this whole thing and explaining what's inside and how I'm using it and how I plan to use it in the future. But this is basically my brain planner. It's just all of the random things that I want to keep track of that I just didn't have a place for before. So it's a lot of note pages and things like that. And again, I go into it in much more detail in the other video, but I'm really loving this. It has been so helpful for me. And I really believe that this is the planner that helped stabilize me this year after I was just feeling really chaotic and things just weren't working. When I started this planner, it was just like everything just like calmed down. And I think it was that I needed a place to put all these random things that didn't have a home. Things like, okay, so like this, my garden planner, I said it's not actually a planner, it's just for reference. And that's because in this one, I have a section for my garden for planning what I'm doing this year. So that's how I know what to put in here later. You can't even see it. What to put in this one later, because I've been keeping records of what I'm doing in here. And then I can go back and put the reference things in the monthly planner that I can access later. And then I don't need to keep this after this year. Things like that, where I just needed planning space, or I have my to-do list in here. I have some projects in here. Overall, this has just been really helpful in just knowing where to put things and where I can reference them later. So these are my planners for now. They are going really well. I'm so happy with it. I feel like so often my planners just feel like chaos to me, and I actually feel really at peace right now with where I'm at. And so I'm hoping that that stays for a while. So all of the videos that match these planners will be linked in the description below. And if you like planner videos, I would love it if you considered subscribing. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.